Hi there technology user. Thank you for purchasing the power module. This device works with DOL starter only. Here is how you can install the device. First, let's make sure that you have everything you need to successfully complete the installation. Open the motor panel you want to automate with the power module. Identify the wiring inside the motor panel. Connect your device, power module. Test the device to ensure that the setup is done correctly. Step 1. Get ready to install. Collect all the tools required for the installation. For this, you will need a screwdriver, tester and pliers. Now identify the motor panel you want to automate with the power module. Also, make sure that you have a neutral wire inside the panel. A neutral connection is mandatory for the power module. In the absence of the neutral wire, please draw a neutral wire from the nearest point, otherwise, the installation cannot be completed. Installation requires handling high voltage wiring. Follow the instructions carefully to avoid any injury. If it makes you uncomfortable, reach out to a qualified electrician to help you out. To start off with, go to your MCB panel, identify the circuit breaker connected to the motor panel and turn them off. If your breakers aren't labeled, turn off the main supply. Now let's get to step 2. Open the motor panel. Now that your power is off, now you can safely open the motor panel using a screwdriver. Alright, now that the motor panel is open, let's get to step 3, identifying all the wires in it. Phase wire is usually red in color, and can also be present in blue and green in color. The neutral wire is the black wire, it is almost always black in color. Now let's get to step 4, connecting the device. On the device, power module, you can see the positions marked as V wires, that is the voltage wires which will be connected to the contactor. The NOR-NC wires on the power module will be connected to the NOR-NC terminal on the motor panel. CTs refers to the current transformer that measures the current consumed by the motor panel. The on-off button on the power module will help you control the device manually. Place the power module next to the motor panel and connect the V wires of the power module to the motor panel input. Take the red V wire from the power module and connect it to the slot L1 on the contactor. Draw the neutral wire from the V wires and connect it to the neutral connector at the contactor. Now take the green wire from the V wires and connect it to the slot L2 on the contactor. Take the last V wire, blue wire, and connect it to the slot L3 on the contactor. Now that all the V wires are connected, let's join the NOR-NC wires. Remove the wire from slot 2 on the NC terminal present in the contactor and connect it with the black NC wire present in the power module. Make sure to wrap the connection with an insulation tape. Take the red NC wire from the power module and connect it to the slot 2 on the NC terminal. Take the blue NO wire from the power module and connect it to the slot 3 on the NO terminal of the motor panel. Take the green NO wire and connect it to the last slot 4 on the NO terminal. Now run the wires of the MCB panel through the CTs, current transformers, from the power module. Take the blue CT, BB written on the CT, and run the wire through the in section. Now do the similar for the rest of the wires. Green and red wires, RR for red and Y for green, written on the CTs. Now connect the wires from the CT to the output wires of the motor panel. Take the blue wire from the CT and connect it to the blue wire of the motor panel with an insulation tape. Do the same for red and green wire. Now connect the neutral wire with the neutral wire present in the motor panel and wrap it with an insulation tape. Now that the wires are connected, close the motor panel and switch on the power. Your device is ready to be configured. Please note that electric fluctuations inside the MCB board or the motor panel may at times hinder optimal device performance. Great, we are almost done. Let's finish off the installation by testing the power module. Switch on power. Once the motor panel and the power module starts working, you will be able to connect the device with your smartphone. And there you go. You are done with the installation of the power module.